Another thing that we need to speak about is the importance of setting goals as a student. Why should you set goals as a student? Simple answer, short answer, it is important, right? But then we'll speak about that in a minute. So what we are looking at here are my Matric results, right? So one thing that I can tell you is that these were not achieved by accident. There were goals behind these results. So my goal was to get 7 distinctions and at least a 92% average. So unfortunately that didn't happen, but I was very close, right? I ended up getting 6 distinctions and a 90% average. You can calculate for yourself. And I know some of you will say this is AI generated. Why does this Matric certificate don't have a name? That was very deliberate, right? I had to crop out my name. I don't know for what reason, but trust me, this is real. So that was my goal. I wouldn't have achieved these results without having a goal in mind, right? I was very specific. I wanted 7 distinctions and a 92% average. There is a reason why I chose 92. I just can't recall exactly, but I was very specific. I remember when setting this, I was very specific. I wrote 7 distinctions, 92% average, and pasted that in front of my study desk, right, at the beginning of the year. And I had that the entire time throughout my Matric year. And before you know it, I can say the rest is history. So these results were a very big game changer for me. I ended up becoming part of the top 10 learners in the Mpumalanga province because of these results, right? And I ended up having to study Actuarial Science at no cost for free because I got awarded a bursary by the Mpumalanga Department of Basic Education because of these results. Hard work does pay. Imagine having to study an entire course completely for free without paying a single cent in fees, accommodation, tuition, food, you name it, right? So they did pay off at the end of the day. So a question that I have for you right now is, if you are watching this right now and you are a Matric student, not even a Matric student, grade 10, grade 11, high school learner, what goals do you have for yourself? Are you just studying because we have to go to school, or there's something specific that you want to achieve with your schooling, right? So you need to ask yourself that question, right? Why should you set goals? I believe the most important thing with setting goals is because they will guide your behavior. You can't set goals that you want to get 7 distinctions, but then have a level 1, level 2 behavior. Those two are not aligned, right? So the important thing about setting goals is that goals will guide your behavior, they will guide your decisions. And if you have goals, it is very easy to avoid peer pressure because as friends, as a group of friends, yes, we are peers, but oftentimes we don't have the same goals, right? So if your friends say, let us go party, let us go wherever, they might say those things because they don't have the same goals as you, right? So if you don't have any goals, it is easy to be blown by the wind, right? You go wherever there's fun, wherever there's anything, you are also there because you don't have your goals to keep you accountable, right? And if you want your goals to be effective, let them be known or let them be seen, right? I was very intentional by pasting that goal in front of my study desk because everyone could see it, right? You know, like, oh, this guy, he wants to achieve 7 distinctions and a 92% average. Who does he think he is? We'll see, right? And then that kind of puts pressure on you to sort of like want to prove them wrong. Like, I will show them, right? So when you set goals, don't be ashamed of your goals. Let them be known so that maybe, let us say at home, they say, they give you endless chores. You can say, not right now, I am studying. They would take you serious because they know, right? This guy wants to get 7 distinctions. This guy or lady wants to get 7 distinctions. So let us not disturb him, right? He needs to work. That is the importance of setting goals. They keep you accountable. They guide your behavior and decisions. So it is very important to set goals. I know it's temporary right now. Is it too late? No, it's not too late to set goals. You might have not set goals for yourself at the beginning of the year on what you would like to achieve, but better late than never, right? You can still turn things around with the time that's left. And if you wish to improve your results and you don't know how to sort of go about it, I do run weekly online classes. I call them master classes because the focus there is to master mathematics so that you can achieve those results, right? Believe me, it's quite possible. As long as you are dedicated, as long as you are willing to do the work, it is quite possible to improve your marks, right? I do my best. I put my best foot forward when conducting these master classes. So if you want to join, check out the link in my bio, or you can simply send me a WhatsApp and I'll take you through the process of joining. Cheers.